If you're ready to start.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, TNRI here.
Hi.
Today we're here with the co-founder of the company Dott. It's the biggest scooter company in the world and the best one.
Almost.
You started the company and something motivated you to do that, yeah, in the beginning. What was that actually?
Yeah, I think it's probably my brother actually. So my brother is quite involved in green movements. So he warmed me up to all the, I would say, general global warming topic and issues with pollution, etc. And so I got quite interested in the topic of how can we reduce the use of cars and pollution in general in cities. And so that got me to, okay, like how can we get more people to use light vehicles such as bikes, e-bikes, but maybe also e-scooters, so that progressively they occupy the space, more people use them, and therefore there is less need for cars, and people can take back the space. So that what fundamentally interested me and trigger my curiosity for this sector, and therefore creating this company.
But you could also, to reach this goal, you could just work for some other company to do that. But you were like, oh no, I will do my own company.
True, and the reason is because I was frustrated in a way by seeing that there were some players in that field, especially at that time, Chinese companies like Ofo, Mobike, or American companies that, in my view, were not doing it correctly, meaning that they were using bikes that did not last, so they were generating a lot of waste in the streets. They were not operating them correctly. They were not collaborating with cities. And my thinking was, wow, that's actually not going to be sustainable. That's not going to last. So that's not going to enable, I would say, long-term change. And so I think I can do it by myself in a much better way and in a way that can last. And so that's how I decided to do it.
So it was kind of frustration in the way, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, or seeing at least that it could be done, yeah, in a much better way, and so why not doing it myself? Right? I never built before my own company, but I was already involved in startups. So I joined a startup that is called Wayfair, which was in online retail. And so I joined when there were, I think, only 5 people in Europe, and so we built it. To what is now a multi-billion business. So that was my background, building operations from scratch and also directing the business in Europe. But that's my first company that I started by myself from the beginning. Yeah.
And was it scary in the beginning then? Or what did you feel? Or was it exciting, or was it?
I don't know. I think the reality is that probably you don't overly think about it because you're mostly doing, right? So there's just so much to do that you're constantly actually in, I would say, in action mode where, okay, I have to do this, I have to get money, I have to, set up the company, I have to set up finance. There's just so many things actually at the beginning that you need to set up by yourself that I think mostly your mind is just taken by what needs to be done. And it's only probably 1 year later that you start to reflect on, okay, did I do something stupid, or maybe I should have done that better, and so on. But at the beginning, you're just taken by all the things you need to do.
And what's actually motivating you in daily life then?
I think personally, if I build something, a company where I feel that if let's say my friends. Or if my family, or if maybe some random people come to me and tell me, wow, I really love what you guys are doing. I really love using your Dott scooter or bike in the streets. That's, it's very simple, but it would make me happy. Actually, I would be proud that I've created something that people are enjoying. And second thing is that from a company or internal company perspective, if I feel that I build a company and that people are happy to work with this company, that they are, that they are learning something, then that's the second reason I feel happy about what I've done and sort of successful.
So making people happy and also bringing the value.
Yeah, I think it's very simple. You make people happy, you feel good. You feel it. I think it's much more than yes, money is important because you need money to make to finance your projects and so on. But in itself, it doesn't bring you obviously anything. I mean, it's basic philosophy, but you feel you make people happy, then that's a very good feeling. Life is meaningful if you are able to produce something for others that benefit people. So if you are a baker, let's say, right? If you are able to bake a very good bread and you feel people are enjoying it and it's a healthy bread, then you can be happy about what you have done, right? And everyone has different skills, so you use the skills that you have to produce something for others that hopefully will satisfy them. But I think if you are able to do that right, then I think you can consider your life has been successful.
So what are your 1 to 3 books that you would gift someone?
For business?
Hey.
I think at least for business, I mean, I would say I like I think it's called the hard things about hard things or something like that, which describe actually, it's like from an entrepreneur and describes a little bit all his thinking or all his learnings about building a business. So it's from Horowitz, which is a famous entrepreneur in the US. So that's one I would recommend. Then the second one is maybe Value Negotiation, which is a book about negotiation. But negotiation, you could say it's a specific technique, but actually I would say in general in business you always need it. And actually from an etymology point of view, negotiation actually comes from Latin word, which I think is negocios or something like that, which actually means business. So negotiation and business are quite, in my opinion, intertwined. It's like, you talk to people, and you try to create value together, right? And so that's like the kind of art of negotiation. And this book, in my view, is interesting.
And do you have a quote maybe you took from one of the books that you just live your life by? Or somewhere you heard somewhere?
A quote. I think there is one that I like, but I don't know how significant it is. But it's like the lack of memory breeds curiosity. No, I think in general it's very important to. No, I think it's a funny quote because it means if you forget things, actually you keep being curious. So actually you're always happy because you're always learning, and then you forget and then you learn again. But in general, what it means is that it's super important to remain curious. I think if you're curious, if you are always willing to learn, to listen, first you progress. But I think also it's even for business. You cannot just stay based on whatever you know already. You have constantly to learn, to be open to new ideas, to be flexible and then you progress personally, but also as a business. I think it's overall don't be afraid. I mean, there's especially with business, there is very little risk. There is no risk for you, in terms of like even if it fails, you will have learned a lot. So going just through the process of building a company is a huge learning, even if it goes nowhere. So I think just try it. Don't worry about, just do it, and you will see that as you do, things take place, and you look back and you see, wow, I've done all these things that probably you never thought you would be able to do it. But I think it's just about to start. You do a first thing, and then there is a second thing to do, and then the third thing, and the fourth thing, and everything, gets in place. But the point is to start and not overly worry and just do it.
Yo guys, thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it, liked and subscribe. And I see you next time. Bye.